Unspoken Cries. The Hidden Emotions Men Feel But Never Share. Written by Ronnie Rowland. Published by Growth Literacy Lounge. Introduction. What happens when a man feels he has no one to turn to? Imagine standing in a crowded room, surrounded by people, yet feeling utterly alone. Your mind races with thoughts you dare not voice, emotions you fear to acknowledge. Society tells you to be strong, to suppress your feelings, and to keep moving forward no matter the cost. But what if this silence is not a mark of strength, but a heavy burden that many men silently carry? In a world that often demands silence from men, understanding the depth of their unspoken struggles is crucial. The journey of manhood is usually a solitary path, marked by relentless pressure to provide and meet societal expectations, often at the expense of one's emotions. This silence, inherited from previous generations, perpetuates a cycle of emotional suppression and isolation. But what if there's another way? What if being a man isn't about hiding feelings or conforming to outdated norms? What if true strength lies in embracing vulnerability and seeking help when needed? This book, Unspoken Cries: The Hidden Emotions Men Feel But Never Share, is a transformative journey toward redefining masculinity. It's about finding strength in emotional resilience and authenticity, breaking the silence, and challenging societal norms. By sharing these struggles and understanding their roots, we can create a more compassionate and supportive environment for all men. This journey is not easy, but it is essential. Together, we can redefine what it means to be a man, open up new possibilities for ourselves and future generations, and find strength in vulnerability and connection. Are you ready to embark on this journey? Are you prepared to uncover the hidden emotions and embrace a new narrative of manhood? This book will guide you through the unspoken cries, revealing the power of vulnerability and the strength in seeking support. Let's begin this transformative journey together. Join our vibrant community of seekers and learners by subscribing to the channel. Every subscription is a token of encouragement that fuels our ability to bring you more captivating and thought-provoking content. Comment and like. Become part of the movement shaping the future of learning and growth. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Silent Struggle. Why do men often choose to remain silent about their feelings? Imagine waking up every day wearing a suit of armor, not just to protect yourself from the world but to shield your true self from being seen. For many men, this metaphorical armor is a daily reality, a means to cope with the pressures and expectations imposed by society. But what toll does this silence take? From a young age, boys are often taught to be tough, to hide their emotions, and to conform to a narrow definition of masculinity. Phrases like "man up" and "boys don't cry" echo through their formative years, creating a powerful undercurrent of emotional suppression. These societal expectations lead to a silent struggle, where men suppress their emotions to appear strong, often resulting in a profound sense of isolation and disconnection. Consider the story of John, a successful professional who, on the surface, seemed to have it all. Yet, beneath his composed exterior, John was battling intense feelings of anxiety and depression. He believed that acknowledging these feelings would make him appear weak, so he kept them hidden, even from those closest to him. The pressure to maintain this facade was immense, leading to sleepless nights and mounting stress. It wasn't until John reached a breaking point that he realized the cost of his silence. John's story is not unique. Countless men worldwide share similar experiences, struggling with emotions they feel compelled to hide. This silent struggle is not only detrimental to their mental health, but also to their relationships and overall well-being. The fear of being judged or perceived as weak often prevents men from seeking desperately needed help. However, true strength lies in acknowledging these feelings and seeking support. It's about breaking free from the constraints of traditional masculinity and embracing a more holistic and authentic version of manhood. This journey begins with the understanding that vulnerability is not a weakness but a powerful form of courage. By recognizing the silent struggle, we take the first step towards healing. It's essential to create an environment where men feel safe to express their emotions without fear of judgment. This change starts within each of us by challenging our perceptions and encouraging open, honest conversations about mental health and emotional well-being. Empower yourself by understanding that vulnerability is a strength. It allows for genuine connections, deeper relationships, and a more fulfilling life. The journey to emotional resilience and authenticity is not easy but profoundly rewarding. Remember, you are not alone in this struggle. By breaking the silence, you pave the way for others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of change and understanding. In the following chapters, we will explore the roots of this silent struggle and provide practical strategies to overcome it. We will delve into the generational patterns perpetuating emotional suppression, the societal masks men wear, and the transformative power of vulnerability. Each chapter will build upon the last, guiding you toward a new, empowering narrative of manhood. Are you ready to take off the armor and embrace your true self? The journey begins with the courage to acknowledge your silent struggle and the determination to break free. Together, we can redefine what it means to be a man and create a more compassionate and supportive world for ourselves and future generations. Chapter 2. Generational Silence. How has the silence been passed down through generations? Why does the silence surrounding men's emotions persist so stubbornly? The answer lies in the generational cycle of emotional suppression, a legacy passed down from father to son, like an invisible inheritance. This cycle, deeply rooted in our cultural and familial traditions, continues to shape men's emotional landscape today. Consider the story of Peter and his father George. George grew up when men were expected to be stoic providers, never showing weakness or vulnerability. As a result, George never spoke about his feelings or struggles, believing that silence was a necessary part of being a man. Peter, observing his father, learned to adopt the same approach. Even when Peter faced significant challenges, he kept his emotions bottled up, perpetuating the cycle of silence. This generational silence creates a powerful undercurrent that shapes how men perceive and express their emotions. Boys learn from their fathers, grandfathers, and other male role models that being a man means being strong, unemotional, and self-reliant. These lessons are often unspoken, yet they leave a lasting impact. Breaking this cycle requires a conscious effort to redefine what it means to be a man. It involves unlearning these inherited patterns and replacing them with a new narrative that values emotional openness and authenticity. This journey is not easy, but it is essential for creating a healthier, more supportive environment for future generations. Empower yourself by recognizing the patterns of generational silence in your own life. Reflect on the messages you received about masculinity and emotions from your family and community. Understanding these influences is the first step toward change. By acknowledging and challenging these patterns, you pave the way for a new, more authentic way of being. Creating change also involves opening up conversations with the older generations. These discussions can be challenging, as they may touch on deeply ingrained beliefs and long-held fears. However, they are crucial for breaking the cycle of silence. Share your struggles and experiences, and encourage others to do the same. These conversations can foster understanding and healing, bridging the gap between generations. It's also important to model a new way of being for the younger generations. Show boys that expressing their emotions is okay, and that they should seek help. Demonstrating vulnerability and emotional resilience provides a powerful example for them to follow. This new legacy of emotional openness can create a ripple effect, transforming how future generations understand and express their emotions. Empower yourself to be a catalyst for change. Recognize that breaking the cycle of generational silence is an act of courage and strength. It requires vulnerability, self-reflection, and a commitment to creating a better future. Doing so contributes to a more compassionate and supportive world for all men. As we continue this journey, we will explore the societal masks men wear to hide their true selves and the profound impact of this emotional suppression. Together, we can break the cycle of silence and create a new narrative of manhood. Are you ready to challenge the patterns of the past and create a new legacy of emotional openness? The journey continues with the courage to confront generational silence and the determination to foster change. Together, we can redefine what it means to be a man and build a more supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Chapter 3. The Mask of Masculinity. What are the masks men wear to hide their true selves? Have you ever felt the need to put on a facade just to fit in? Many men wear the mask of masculinity daily, hiding their true selves behind a socially acceptable image. This mask is a protective barrier, a way to navigate a world that often values stoicism and strength over emotional authenticity. But what are the consequences of living behind this mask? Take the example of David, a high-achieving executive who always seemed composed and confident. Behind closed doors, David struggled with anxiety and self-doubt. He felt immense pressure to maintain his image of perfection, fearing that any sign of vulnerability would undermine his authority and respect. This mask of invulnerability became a prison, isolating him from genuine connections and support. The masks men wear vary, but they all serve the same purpose: to conform to societal expectations of masculinity. These masks include the stoic provider, the invulnerable leader, the relentless achiever, and the indifferent loner. Each mask hides the wearer's genuine emotions, creating a facade that can be difficult to maintain and deeply damaging over time. Recognizing these masks is the first step toward authenticity. Empower yourself to identify the masks you wear in your own life. Reflect on the situations where you must conform to these roles and consider the emotional cost of maintaining this facade. Understanding the masks you wear allows you to begin removing them. Removing these masks requires courage and vulnerability. It involves challenging societal norms and embracing your true self, even when it feels uncomfortable. Empower yourself to take small steps towards authenticity. Start by sharing your true feelings with a trusted friend or family member. Open up about your struggles and allow yourself to be seen. These acts of vulnerability are not signs of weakness but of immense strength. The journey to authenticity also involves creating a supportive environment where others feel safe to remove their masks. Encourage open and honest conversations about emotions and mental health. Model vulnerability by sharing your experiences and challenges. Doing so creates a space where others feel empowered to do the same. It's important to remember that this journey is not linear. Sometimes you revert to wearing your mask, and that's okay. The key is to continue striving for authenticity and to be gentle with yourself during this process. Empower yourself to see setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. Living authentically can transform your relationships and overall well-being. Genuine connections are built on honesty and vulnerability. Removing your mask allows these connections to flourish. Empower yourself to embrace your true self and cultivate relationships based on mutual understanding and support. As we continue this journey, we will explore the cost of silence and its profound impact on men's mental health and relationships. Together, we can remove the masks of masculinity and create a more compassionate and supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Are you ready to take off your mask and reveal your true self? The journey continues with the courage to challenge societal norms and the determination to live authentically. Together, we can redefine what it means to be a man and build a more supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Chapter 4. The Cost of Silence. What is the emotional toll of keeping everything inside? Imagine carrying a heavy backpack everywhere you go. At first, you might manage to move forward, but the weight becomes unbearable over time. This is what happens when men keep their emotions bottled up inside. The cost of silence is not just a burden on the mind, but a heavy toll on the heart and soul. Consider the story of Alex, a talented artist who always appeared joyful and carefree. However, beneath his cheerful exterior, Alex battled with deep-seated depression and anxiety. He feared revealing his true feelings would make him seem weak and unreliable. Over time, the pressure of hiding his emotions led to chronic stress, health issues, and a breakdown in his relationships. Alex's silence came at a high cost, affecting every aspect of his life. Suppressing emotions can lead to severe consequences, including mental health issues, strained relationships, and a diminished sense of self-worth. When men feel they must maintain a facade of strength and invulnerability, they often avoid seeking help, exacerbating their struggles. This silence not only affects their mental and emotional well-being, but can also manifest physically, leading to problems such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and other stress-related illnesses. Understanding the cost of silence is the first step toward healing. Empower yourself to recognize the signs of emotional suppression in your own life. Reflect on moments when you felt the need to hide your true feelings and consider the impact this has had on your mental and physical health. Acknowledging these costs allows you to take proactive steps towards emotional well-being. Seeking help and expressing emotions are not signs of weakness. They are vital steps towards healing and personal growth. Empower yourself to seek support from friends, family, or mental health professionals. Talking about your feelings can provide relief and help you gain new perspectives on your struggles. Remember, you don't have to navigate these challenges alone. Building a support network is crucial for emotional health. Surround yourself with people who encourage open and honest conversations about emotions, foster relationships where vulnerability is valued and supported. Empower yourself to create a safe space for others to express their feelings. They will do the same for you. It's also important to practice self-care and mindfulness. Engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation, and make time for self-reflection. Empower yourself to prioritize your mental health and well-being, understanding that taking care of yourself is essential for living a fulfilling life. Breaking the silence also involves advocating for a cultural shift. Challenge societal norms that equate masculinity with emotional suppression. Empower yourself to speak out against stereotypes that hinder emotional expression and promote a more inclusive definition of manhood. Doing so contributes to a broader movement towards emotional health and authenticity. As we continue this journey, we will explore how to redefine strength and build emotional resilience. We can break the silence and create a more compassionate and supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Are you ready to confront the cost of silence and take steps toward healing? The journey continues with the courage to acknowledge your struggles and the determination to seek support. Together, we can redefine what it means to be a man and build a more supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Chapter 5. Redefining Strength. How can we redefine what it means to be strong? What if true strength isn't about how much you can endure, but how open you can be about your vulnerabilities? For generations, strength has been synonymous with physical prowess and emotional stoicism. However, this narrow definition has limited men, forcing them into a rigid mold that stifles their emotional expression. It's time to redefine what it means to be strong. Consider the story of Mark, a firefighter who faced immense danger daily. Mark was known for his bravery and physical strength, but inside he struggled with the trauma of his experiences. For years, he kept these feelings to himself, believing that acknowledging them would diminish his heroism. It wasn't until he opened up to his colleagues and sought therapy that Mark discovered a new kind of strength, one rooted in vulnerability and self-awareness. This shift improved his mental health and strengthened his relationships and effectiveness as a firefighter. Redefining strength involves embracing emotional intelligence, resilience, and the ability to connect with others on a deep level. Emotional intelligence includes understanding and managing one's emotions and empathizing with others. This form of strength allows men to navigate life's challenges more effectively and build meaningful connections. Empower yourself by developing emotional intelligence. Reflect on your emotions and their impact on your behavior. Practice mindfulness and self-awareness, and seek to understand the feelings of those around you. By cultivating these skills, you enhance your ability to respond to challenges with resilience and empathy. Resilience is another critical component of this new definition of strength. It's not about never falling, but about how you get back up each time you do. Resilience involves recognizing setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. Empower yourself by embracing a growth mindset, understanding that each challenge you face can make you more robust and more adaptable. Building resilience also means seeking support when needed. This cannot be easy in a culture that equates independence with strength, but true resilience recognizes the power of community. Empower yourself to seek help from friends, family, or professionals. Building a support network enhances your ability to cope with adversity and bounce back from difficulties. Connecting with others is an essential aspect of redefining strength. Genuine connections are built on honesty and vulnerability, allowing for deeper and more supportive relationships. Empower yourself to cultivate these connections by being open about your feelings and experiences. Encourage others to do the same, creating mutual support and understanding of the culture. Redefining strength also involves challenging societal norms and stereotypes. Advocate for a broader, more inclusive definition of masculinity that values emotional expression and mental health. Empower yourself to speak out against harmful stereotypes and promote a culture that supports men's emotional well-being. As we continue this journey, we will explore how to build emotional resilience and the power of connection in fostering emotional health. Together, we can redefine what it means to be a man and create a more compassionate and supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Are you ready to embrace a new definition of strength and unlock your true potential? The journey continues with the courage to redefine what it means to be strong and the determination to live authentically. By doing so, we we can create a more supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Chapter 6. Building Emotional Resilience. What steps can men take to build emotional resilience? How do we bounce back from life's inevitable setbacks and challenges? Emotional resilience is the ability to recover quickly from difficulties and adapt to adversity. It's not about avoiding stress but learning how to thrive despite it. For men, building emotional resilience involves embracing vulnerability, seeking support, and practicing self-care. Consider the story of James, a successful entrepreneur who faced a sudden business failure. The pressure to appear unshaken and in control weighed heavily on him, leading to sleepless nights and overwhelming stress. However, instead of suppressing his emotions, James chose to confront them. He sought therapy, opened up to his friends and family, and dedicated time to self-care. This journey helped him recover from his business setback and strengthened his emotional resilience, enabling him to face future challenges with more extraordinary fortitude. Building emotional resilience begins with self-awareness. Empower yourself by regularly reflecting on your emotions and reactions. Understand what triggers your stress and how you typically respond. This awareness allows you to identify patterns and consciously change how you handle stress. Practicing mindfulness is a powerful tool for enhancing self-awareness and resilience. Techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, and mindful walking help you stay grounded in the present moment, reducing anxiety and improving emotional regulation. Empower yourself to incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine, making it a habit that supports your emotional well-being. Another critical aspect of building resilience is developing healthy coping mechanisms. Instead of turning to unhealthy habits like alcohol or avoidance, find constructive ways to manage stress. This might include physical exercise, creative outlets like writing or art, or engaging in hobbies that bring you joy. Empower yourself to explore and establish these positive coping strategies, making them a regular part of your life. Seeking support is crucial for emotional resilience. Empower yourself to reach out to friends, family, or professional counselors when facing difficulties. Sharing your struggles with others can provide relief and new perspectives, reminding you that you are not alone. A solid support network creates a safety net that helps you bounce back from setbacks more effectively. Resilience also involves setting realistic goals and maintaining a positive outlook. Empower yourself to set achievable objectives and celebrate small victories along the way. This practice fosters a sense of accomplishment and progress, even during challenging times. Cultivate optimism by focusing on what you can control and finding silver linings under difficult situations. Self-care is an essential component of resilience. Prioritize activities that nourish your body, mind, and soul. This includes maintaining a balanced diet, regular exercise, ensuring sufficient sleep, and engaging in activities that bring you peace and joy. Empower yourself to make self-care a non-negotiable part of your routine, understanding that taking care of yourself is foundational to your ability to handle stress. Finally, embrace a growth mindset. Understand that setbacks are opportunities for learning and growth. Empower yourself to view challenges as stepping stones rather than obstacles. This perspective shift can transform how you approach difficulties, making you more resilient and adaptable. As we continue this journey, we will explore the power of connection in fostering emotional health and the importance of seeking help when needed. Together, we can build emotional resilience and create a more compassionate and supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Are you ready to strengthen your emotional resilience and navigate life's challenges more easily? The journey continues with the courage to develop healthy coping mechanisms and the determination to prioritize self-care. Together, we can redefine what it means to be a man and build a more supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Chapter 7. The Power of Connection. Why is connection essential for emotional health? Why is it that, even in a crowd, we can feel profoundly alone? Humans are inherently social creatures. Meaningful connections are vital for emotional health and well-being. Yet, many men struggle to form and maintain these connections due to societal pressures and ingrained notions of masculinity. The power of connection lies in its ability to provide support, foster understanding, and enhance resilience. Consider the story of Ryan, who, despite having a successful career and a busy social life, felt a persistent sense of loneliness. He realized his interactions were often superficial, lacking the depth and authenticity needed for proper connection. When Ryan opened up about his struggles with close friends and family, he experienced a profound transformation. These genuine connections provided him with emotional support, reducing his feelings of isolation and enhancing his overall well-being. Building meaningful connections starts with vulnerability. Empower yourself to share your true feelings and experiences with others. This openness invites others to do the same, creating a space for mutual understanding and support. While it may feel daunting to reveal your innermost thoughts, this act of courage can lead to deeper and more fulfilling relationships. To cultivate these connections, practice active listening. Empower yourself to be fully present in conversations, showing empathy and understanding towards others' experiences. Active listening involves not just hearing words but genuinely understanding the emotions and intentions behind them. This practice fosters trust and strengthens bonds, making your relationships more supportive and enriching. It's also essential to engage in activities that promote connection. Join groups or communities that align with your interests and values. Whether it's a sports team, a hobby club, or a support group, these communities provide opportunities to meet like-minded individuals and build meaningful relationships. Empower yourself to take the initiative in these settings, reaching out and making connections that can enhance your emotional health. In addition to personal relationships, professional connections can also play a crucial role in emotional well-being. Empower yourself to build supportive networks in your workplace, seeking mentors, colleagues, and peers who provide encouragement and guidance. These professional connections can offer valuable support, especially during challenging times. Remember that connections are not just about receiving support but also about giving it. Empower yourself to be a source of encouragement and empathy for others. You strengthen your relationships and contribute to a culture of mutual care and compassion by offering your support and understanding. Building connections also involves recognizing and addressing any barriers that may hinder your ability to connect. These barriers can include past traumas, fears of vulnerability, or ingrained beliefs about masculinity. Empower yourself to seek professional help if needed, working through these barriers with the guidance of a therapist or counselor. Addressing these issues can free you to form more profound and authentic connections. Creating a culture that values connection and emotional health requires challenging societal norms and stereotypes. Advocate for open conversations about mental health and emotional well-being, and encourage others to share their experiences. Empower yourself to be a role model, demonstrating the importance of connection and vulnerability in your own life. As we continue this journey, we will explore the importance of seeking help when needed and embracing vulnerability for personal growth. Together, we can harness the power of connection to create a more compassionate and supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Are you ready to embrace the power of connection and transform your emotional health? The journey continues with the courage to build meaningful relationships and the determination to foster a supportive network. Together, we can redefine what it means to be a man and create a more supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Chapter 8. Seeking help. Why is it important to seek help when needed? What if asking for help is a profound act of strength rather than a sign of weakness? In a culture that often equates masculinity with self-reliance and stoicism, many men find it difficult to seek help. However, acknowledging the need for support and taking steps to obtain it can be transformative. Consider the story of Mike, a hard-working father who began experiencing overwhelming stress and anxiety. He tried to manage it alone, believing that seeking help would make him appear weak. However, as his mental health continued to decline, he reached a breaking point. Finally, Mike sought therapy and found the support he needed. This decision improved his mental health and enhanced his relationships and overall quality of life. By seeking help, Mike discovered a new strength within himself. Seeking help is essential because it allows you to address challenges and fosters resilience effectively. Empower yourself to recognize when you need support, understanding that it is a sign of wisdom and strength, not weakness. Acknowledging your limitations and reaching out for assistance demonstrates a commitment to your well-being and growth. Professional support, such as therapy or counseling, provides a safe space to explore your emotions and challenges. A trained therapist can offer valuable insights, coping strategies, and tools to navigate difficult times. Empower yourself to seek professional help when needed, knowing it is a proactive step towards better mental health. In addition to professional support, seeking help from friends and family can be equally beneficial. Empower yourself to open up to trusted individuals in your life. Sharing your struggles with loved ones can provide emotional relief and foster deeper connections. These conversations can also help you gain new perspectives and feel less isolated in your experiences. Building a support network is crucial for emotional health. Empower yourself to surround yourself with people who encourage open and honest conversations about mental health. Engage in communities or groups that promote emotional well-being and provide a sense of belonging. This network can be a vital resource, offering support, encouragement, and understanding during challenging times. It's also essential to challenge the stigma around seeking help. Empower yourself to advocate for mental health awareness and encourage others to seek support when needed. By speaking out about your experiences and normalizing help-seeking behavior, you contribute to a culture that values emotional health and well-being. Seeking help involves recognizing and addressing any barriers preventing you from doing so. These barriers can include fear of judgment, cultural norms, or misconceptions about masculinity. Empower yourself to confront these barriers, understanding that seeking help is a courageous and empowering act. If needed, work through these barriers with the guidance of a therapist or counselor. Remember that seeking help is a journey, not a one-time event. Empower yourself to continually assess your mental health and reach out for support whenever needed. Regularly engaging in therapy, support groups, or conversations with trusted individuals can help you maintain emotional resilience and well-being. As we continue this journey, we will explore the importance of embracing vulnerability for personal growth and redefining success to include emotional fulfillment. We can create a more compassionate and supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Are you ready to embrace the strength to seek help and transform your emotional health? The journey continues with the courage to ask for support and the determination to foster a supportive network. Together, we can redefine what it means to be a man and build a more supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Chapter 9. Embracing vulnerability. How can vulnerability lead to personal growth? What if opening up about your deepest fears and insecurities could be the key to unlocking your true potential? Vulnerability, often seen as a weakness, is a powerful catalyst for personal growth and meaningful connections. Embracing vulnerability allows you to live more authentically and deeply connect with others. Consider the story of Liam, a successful lawyer who always maintained a stoic demeanor. Despite his success, Liam felt unfulfilled and disconnected from those around him. One day, he decided to share his struggles with a close friend during a difficult period. This act of vulnerability led to a profound shift in Liam's life. Not only did he feel a weight lifted from his shoulders, but he also formed a stronger bond with his friend. Embracing vulnerability opened the door to more excellent emotional health and personal growth for Liam. Vulnerability is the willingness to show up and be seen, even without guarantees. It involves embracing uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure. Empower yourself to embrace vulnerability by acknowledging and sharing your feelings with others. This openness can lead to deeper connections and a more fulfilling life. One way to embrace vulnerability is to practice self-compassion. Empower yourself to be kind and understanding towards yourself, especially during challenging times. Recognize that everyone has struggles and imperfections, and that these do not diminish your worth. Treating yourself with compassion creates a foundation for emotional resilience and growth. Sharing your experiences with others is another powerful way to embrace vulnerability. Empower yourself to have honest conversations about your feelings and challenges. These conversations can provide emotional relief and foster deeper connections, whether with a trusted friend, family member, or therapist. Remember that vulnerability is a two-way street. You invite others to do the same by opening up and creating a culture of mutual support and understanding. It's important to remember that vulnerability is not about oversharing or seeking validation. It's about being genuine and authentic in your interactions. Empower yourself to set boundaries and share what feels right for you. Vulnerability should be a choice, not a compulsion. Embracing vulnerability also involves letting go of the need for perfection. Empower yourself to accept that making mistakes and experiencing failures are part of the human experience. Acknowledging your imperfections allows you to learn and grow from these experiences. This shift in perspective can lead to greater self-acceptance and resilience. Building a support network that values vulnerability is crucial. Empower yourself to surround yourself with people who encourage and support your emotional expression. Engage in communities or groups that promote authenticity and mutual support. This network can provide a safe space to explore and embrace vulnerability. Embracing vulnerability can transform your relationships and overall well-being. Genuine connections are built on honesty and openness, allowing for deeper, more meaningful relationships. Empower yourself to cultivate these connections by being open about your feelings and experiences. This authenticity can enhance your sense of belonging and fulfillment. As we continue this journey, we will explore redefining success to include emotional fulfillment and the importance of navigating relationships with emotional health in mind. Together, we can embrace vulnerability and create a more compassionate and supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Are you ready to embrace the power of vulnerability and unlock your true potential? The journey continues with the courage to be open and authentic and the determination to foster deeper connections. Together, we can redefine what it means to be a man and build a more supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Chapter 10. Redefining Success. What does success look like when we embrace emotional authenticity? What if success was measured not by external achievements, but by our inner peace and genuine connections? In a society that often equates success with wealth, status, and power, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. Redefining success involves shifting our focus from outward accomplishments to emotional fulfillment and authentic living. Consider the story of Sam, a high-powered executive who seemed to have it all: a lucrative career, a beautiful home, and the admiration of his peers. Despite these outward signs of success, Sam felt a profound emptiness. He was constantly stressed, his relationships were strained, and he lacked a sense of purpose. It wasn't until Sam began prioritizing his emotional well-being and authentic connections that he found true fulfillment. By redefining success, Sam discovered a life that was not only prosperous but also deeply meaningful. Redefining success starts with self-reflection. Empower yourself to examine your current definition of success and consider how it aligns with your values and emotional needs. Reflect on what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. This process may involve letting go of societal expectations and focusing on what matters most to you personally. Emotional authenticity is a crucial component of this new definition of success. Empower yourself to live in alignment with your true self, expressing your emotions honestly and openly. This authenticity fosters deeper connections and a greater sense of purpose. It allows you to build a life that reflects your inner values and desires, rather than conforming to external pressures. Another critical aspect of redefining success is prioritizing your mental and emotional health. Empower yourself to invest in self-care and personal growth. This might include regular therapy sessions, mindfulness practices, or engaging in activities that nurture your well-being. By prioritizing your mental health, you create a foundation for sustainable success, supporting your happiness. Building meaningful relationships is also essential for this redefined success. Empower yourself to cultivate connections based on mutual support, trust, and understanding. These relationships provide emotional nourishment and a sense of belonging, enhancing your overall quality of life. Remember that success is not just about individual achievements, but also about your impact on others and the strength of your connections. Balancing work and personal life is another essential element of redefining success. Empower yourself to set boundaries and prioritize time for family, friends, and personal interests. This balance ensures that a fulfilling personal life complements your achievements. It also prevents burnout and promotes long-term well-being. Embrace the power of a growth mindset and redefine your success. Empower yourself to see challenges and setbacks as chances to learn and grow. This mindset will give you the strength and flexibility to handle life's highs and lows gracefully. Instead of striving for perfection, focus on progress and growth, and you'll pave the way for a more rewarding and sustainable journey towards success. Challenging societal norms and stereotypes that narrowly define success is essential. Empower yourself to advocate for a more inclusive and holistic understanding of success, which values emotional health and authentic living. By speaking out and leading by example, you contribute to a cultural shift that benefits everyone. As we continue this journey, we will explore how to navigate relationships with emotional health in mind and the role of society in shaping men's emotional experiences. Together, we can redefine success and create a more compassionate and supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Are you ready to redefine success and embrace a life of emotional authenticity and fulfillment? The journey continues with the courage to align your life with your values and the determination to prioritize your emotional well-being. We can create a more supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Chapter 11. Navigating Relationships. How can men build healthier relationships? What if the key to fulfilling relationships is emotional openness and mutual support? Building and maintaining healthy relationships is essential for emotional well-being, yet many men struggle with this due to societal expectations and ingrained behaviors. Navigating relationships with emotional health in mind involves cultivating empathy, communication, and vulnerability. Consider the story of Ethan, who had always struggled to connect deeply with others. He was reserved, finding it difficult to express his emotions or ask for support. This affected his friendships, his romantic relationships, and even his interactions with family members. Determined to change, Ethan began working on his emotional intelligence. He learned to communicate more openly, listen empathetically, and share his vulnerabilities. Over time, his relationships transformed, becoming sources of joy, support, and deep connection. Healthy relationships start with effective communication. Empower yourself to express your thoughts and feelings clearly and honestly. Avoid bottling up emotions or resorting to passive-aggressive behavior. Instead, practice assertive communication, which involves expressing your needs and desires openly while respecting others. This fosters mutual understanding and prevents misunderstandings and resentment. Empathy is another cornerstone of healthy relationships. Empower yourself to listen actively and empathetically to others. This means fully engaging in conversations, validating their feelings, and showing genuine concern for their well-being. Empathy helps build trust and deepens connections, making relationships more fulfilling and resilient. Vulnerability is crucial for forming deep and meaningful relationships. Empower yourself to share your true self with others, including your fears, insecurities, and dreams. This openness invites others to do the same, creating a space for mutual support and understanding. While it may feel risky to be vulnerable, it is through this exposure that genuine connections are forged. Setting and respecting boundaries is also essential for healthy relationships. Empower yourself to establish clear boundaries that protect your emotional and mental well-being. Communicate these boundaries openly and respect those set by others. Boundaries ensure that relationships are balanced and respectful, preventing burnout and fostering long-term harmony. Building healthy relationships also involves being proactive in resolving conflicts. Empower yourself to address issues directly and constructively. Avoiding conflicts or allowing them to fester can lead to more significant problems. Practice conflict resolution skills, such as staying calm, listening to the other person's perspective, and finding a compromise that respects both parties' needs. It's essential to nurture relationships continuously. Empower yourself to invest time and effort into maintaining connections, even during busy periods. Regularly check in with friends and loved ones, share experiences, and engage in activities that strengthen your bond. Consistent effort keeps relationships vibrant and meaningful. Prioritizing emotional intimacy is vital in romantic relationships. Empower yourself to create trust and mutual respect with your partner. Share your inner world, support each other's growth, and navigate challenges together. Emotional intimacy enhances romantic relationships, making them more satisfying and resilient. Recognize that relationships evolve and require flexibility. Empower yourself to adapt to changes and grow alongside the people in your life. This adaptability ensures that relationships remain supportive and fulfilling as you and your loved ones evolve. As we continue this journey, we will explore the role of society in shaping men's emotional experiences and the importance of advocating for a supportive culture. Together, we can navigate relationships with emotional health in mind and create a more compassionate and supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Are you ready to build healthier relationships and embrace emotional openness and mutual support? The journey continues with the courage to cultivate empathy, communication, and vulnerability in your interactions. We can create a more supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Chapter 12. The Role of Society. What role does society play in shaping men's emotional health? How do societal norms and expectations influence men's emotional lives? Our culture profoundly affects how men perceive and express their emotions. Societal expectations often pressure men to conform to a narrow definition of masculinity, which can hinder their emotional health and well-being. Understanding and challenging these norms is essential for creating a more supportive and inclusive environment. Consider the story of Jason, who grew up in a community where men were expected to be tough, stoic, and self-reliant. From a young age, he was discouraged from showing vulnerability or seeking help. These societal pressures led Jason to suppress his emotions, resulting in significant stress and isolation. It wasn't until he moved to a more supportive environment and began challenging these norms that Jason found the freedom to express his true self and improve his emotional health. Societal norms often dictate that men should be strong, unemotional, and always in control. These expectations can lead to emotional suppression, isolation, and mental health issues. Empower yourself by recognizing the influence of these norms on your behavior and attitudes. Reflect on how societal expectations have shaped your understanding of masculinity and consider how they may have limited your emotional expression. Challenging these norms starts with self-awareness and a commitment to change. Empower yourself to question and redefine what it means to be a man. Embrace a broader, more inclusive definition of masculinity that values emotional intelligence, vulnerability, and authenticity. Doing so will pave the way for a healthier and more fulfilling emotional life. Education and awareness are crucial in challenging societal norms. Empower yourself to learn about the impact of traditional masculinity on men's mental health and well-being. Share this knowledge with others, promoting a more informed and compassionate understanding of masculinity. By raising awareness, you contribute to a cultural shift that supports men's emotional health. Advocating for mental health and emotional well-being is another essential step. Empower yourself to speak out against harmful stereotypes and advocate for a culture that values emotional expression and support. This can involve participating in mental health campaigns, supporting organizations that promote men's mental health, and encouraging open conversations about emotions and mental health in your community. Creating supportive environments is also crucial to fostering men's emotional health. Empower yourself to build and participate in communities prioritizing emotional well-being and mutual support. Whether in your workplace, social circles, or family, strive to create spaces where men feel safe to express their emotions and seek help. These supportive environments can significantly improve men's mental health and overall quality of life. Role models play a significant role in shaping societal norms. Empower yourself to be a role model for others by embracing vulnerability and authenticity in your own life. Share your experiences and struggles, demonstrating that seeking help and expressing emotions are signs of strength. Leading by example inspires others to do the same, contributing to a culture that values emotional health. Supporting young boys and men in developing emotional intelligence is crucial for long-term change. Empower yourself to mentor and guide younger generations, teaching them the importance of emotional expression and resilience. Encourage boys to explore their emotions and seek help when needed, helping to break the cycle of emotional suppression and isolation. As we continue this journey, we will explore how to redefine what it means to be a man, embracing a new legacy of emotional resilience and authenticity. Together, we can challenge societal norms and create a more compassionate and supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Are you ready to challenge societal norms and advocate for a culture that supports men's emotional health? The journey continues with the courage to redefine masculinity and the determination to create supportive environments. We can create a more supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Chapter 13. The Journey Ahead. What steps can we take to continue this journey of emotional growth? How can we sustain and build upon our progress in embracing emotional authenticity and resilience? Emotional growth is an ongoing journey that requires continuous self-reflection, commitment, and effort. We can create lasting change for ourselves and those around us by taking deliberate steps to nurture our emotional well-being. Consider the story of Tom, who had taken significant steps to embrace vulnerability and seek support. He found that these changes led to improved mental health and deeper relationships. However, Tom realized that maintaining this growth required ongoing effort. He committed to regular self-reflection, continued therapy, and actively nurturing his relationships. This sustained effort helped Tom to build a resilient emotional foundation and inspire those around him. To continue this journey, start with regular self-reflection. Empower yourself to set aside time each day or week to reflect on your emotions, behaviors, and progress. This practice allows you to stay in tune with your emotional state and recognize areas that need attention or adjustment. Journaling can be a valuable tool for self-reflection, helping you to process your thoughts and track your growth over time. Ongoing learning and self-improvement are also crucial. Empower yourself to seek resources supporting your emotional health, such as books, podcasts, workshops, and courses. Stay informed about new developments in mental health and emotional resilience. This commitment to learning ensures that you continue to grow and adapt, enhancing your emotional well-being. Maintaining a support network is essential for long-term emotional health. Empower yourself to nurture the relationships that provide support, understanding, and encouragement. Regularly connect with friends, family, and mentors who uplift you. Don't hesitate to seek new connections aligning with your values and emotional needs. Practicing self-care is a non-negotiable part of sustaining emotional growth. Empower yourself to prioritize activities that nurture your body, mind, and spirit. This includes maintaining a healthy lifestyle through balanced nutrition, regular exercise, adequate sleep, and relaxation. Engaging in hobbies and activities that bring you joy and fulfillment is also vital. Remember, self-care is not selfish and is essential for your well-being and ability to support others. Setting realistic goals and celebrating your achievements is another crucial step. Establish clear, attainable goals that align with your emotional growth. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and recognize the effort you've put into your journey. This practice reinforces positive behaviors and keeps you motivated to continue growing. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for maintaining emotional health. Empower yourself to incorporate mindfulness practices into your daily routine. Meditation, deep breathing exercises, and mindfulness activities help you stay grounded, reduce stress, and enhance your emotional awareness. These practices can give you the tools to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and resilience. Advocating for mental health and emotional well-being in your community is also crucial. Empower yourself to be a voice for change, promoting awareness and understanding of mental health issues. Support initiatives that aim to improve mental health resources and reduce stigma. By advocating for a culture that values emotional health, you contribute to a more supportive environment for everyone. As we approach the final chapter of this journey, we will explore the legacy we can leave for future generations by embracing emotional resilience and authenticity. Doing so can create a lasting impact that benefits us and future generations. Are you ready to sustain your journey of emotional growth and continue building a resilient foundation for yourself and others? The journey continues with the commitment to self-reflection, ongoing learning, and advocacy for emotional well-being. We can create a more supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. Chapter 14. A New Legacy. How can we leave a legacy of emotional resilience for future generations? What if the most valuable inheritance we can leave for our children and future generations is the strength of emotional resilience and authenticity? The legacy we create today will shape the lives of those who come after us. By embracing vulnerability, fostering emotional health, and challenging societal norms, we can pave the way for a more compassionate and supportive world. Consider the story of Robert, who grew up in a household where emotions were rarely discussed. As he became a father, Robert was determined to break this cycle. He openly communicated his feelings, encouraged his children to express theirs, and sought to create an environment of emotional safety and understanding. Over time, Robert noticed his children were more confident, empathetic, and resilient. By modeling emotional authenticity, he created a legacy of emotional health that would benefit future generations. Creating a new legacy starts with embracing emotional resilience and authenticity in your own life. Empower yourself to live as an example for others, demonstrating the importance of vulnerability, open communication, and self-care. Your actions and attitudes set the tone for those around you, influencing how they approach their emotional health. Encouraging emotional expression in children and young people is crucial for building this legacy. Empower yourself to create a safe space for the younger generation to explore and express their emotions. Teach them that it's okay to feel a wide range of emotions, and that seeking help is a sign of strength. By providing support and understanding, you help them develop the tools they need for lifelong emotional resilience. Education plays a significant role in shaping a new legacy. Empower yourself to advocate for emotional education in schools and communities. support programs that teach emotional intelligence, mindfulness, and mental health awareness. By integrating these topics into education, we equip young people with the skills to navigate life's challenges effectively. Challenging societal norms and stereotypes is essential for creating lasting change. Empower yourself to speak out against outdated notions of masculinity that discourage emotional expression. Promote a more inclusive and holistic understanding of what it means to be a man who values emotional health and authenticity. By challenging these norms, you contribute to a culture that supports emotional well-being for all. Building solid and supportive communities is another crucial aspect of leaving a new legacy. Empower yourself to foster connections and create environments where emotional health is prioritized. Engage in community initiatives that promote mental health awareness and support. By building networks of mutual support, we develop a foundation of resilience that benefits everyone. Advocating for mental health resources and policies is also vital. Empower yourself to support initiatives that improve access to mental health care and reduce stigma. Advocate for policies that promote emotional well-being in workplaces, schools, and communities. By pushing for systemic change, we ensure that future generations have the resources to thrive. Reflecting on and celebrating progress is essential for maintaining momentum. Empower yourself to acknowledge the strides you've made in your emotional growth and resilience journey. Celebrate the positive changes in your life and the lives of those around you. This practice reinforces the value of emotional health and inspires continued efforts to build a new legacy. As we conclude this journey, remember that the work of fostering emotional resilience and authenticity is ongoing. Each chapter of this book has provided insights and strategies for embracing vulnerability, seeking help, and building meaningful connections. By continuing to apply these principles, you create a lasting impact that benefits both yourself and future generations. Are you ready to leave a legacy of emotional resilience and authenticity for future generations? The journey continues beyond these pages, with the commitment to live authentically, support others, and advocate for a culture that values emotional health. We can create a more compassionate and supportive environment for ourselves and future generations. In conclusion, Unspoken Cries, the hidden emotions men feel but never share, has explored the depth of men's emotional struggles and the transformative power of vulnerability and support. By breaking the silence and challenging societal norms, we can redefine what it means to be a man and create a legacy of emotional resilience and authenticity. This journey is not easy, but it is essential. We can build a more compassionate and supportive world for ourselves and future generations. Thank you for tuning in. Elevate your learning experience by subscribing to our channel. Our videos are designed to challenge, inspire, and enlighten you. Subscribe now to stay ahead with the latest content and support our mission of making education engaging and accessible. Join the conversation below, and let's push the boundaries of knowledge together. Let's achieve greatness side by side. Be well and thrive.